fellas. Evening.
How you doing?
Oh, it's good to be back.
Go on then, Ben, do it.
Welcome to Educated Idiots.
Yeah, there you go.
Just for you.
Smashed it.
Did you look down the lens?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I am now. I'm sincere.
You look like a presenter tonight.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do. You look like you're in the dominant position. You're the host. Yeah, you look like the
Okay.
host. Yeah.
Let's not go into that.
I like
Into
it.
what?
Okay.
Into
I'll
what?
take it.
Well,
Where does your mind
you
go?
put him into a dominant position. You know where it's going. Dressed in black. Like
That's
Mr.
a bit weird.
Mr. Milkman.
That was a bit weird.
You remember the Milkman?
Yeah, I
What
do-
was it?
well,
Not
yeah.
the
Not the
Milkman.
milk.
Not like you
milk,
remember-
milk
Not like you
tray.
remember the Milkman, mate. Obviously.
Oh, I meant
Milkman.
no.
Do you
Or
remember the Milkman?
my dad.
Milk tray. You're on about the milk tray advert, aren't you?
That's the one.
The man in black.
Yeah.
Well, I think we just proved whether we're idiots or not. I have, anyway.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Should
I
have
think
been
this
called.
episode is this episode 8.
Yes,
Episode 8.
it is. I know that
Yeah.
because the producer just put his thumb up.
Oh right. So
Yeah, I didn't really know that. Cheers, Charlie.
episode 8. So we had some guests in. We've got the ball rolling,
Yeah,
and
we're not
Tonight-
as crap as
yeah.
we started.
well, yeah. I don't know.
There's moments.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know how
No,
crap we are yet.
Yeah, true.
But I think the whole concept of educating idiots is we need to ask ourselves, are
we
Are
idiots?
we idiots? Like, are we idiots? Because some of these things that we don't quite understand in the world. That's
Oh,
going on.
I am a complete idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that in intention? I just thought that was where I was going from the
We're
beginning.
all
Why?
idiots.
Why are
We're
you an
all
idiot?
idiots.
Because I don't. Well, no, I just don't know a lot of things. I think a lot of people get to this age and think they know everything, and then you realise very quickly you know nothing. Then the more you know, the less you actually understand.
Very
It's
philosophical.
awful.
Yeah.
The more you know, the less you understand.
Yeah.
Did you just try and make that sound philosophical? That Ben fell for it.
Yes,
The
yeah.
more you know,
Well,
the less
listen,
you understand.
right now people are going to get a tattoo of that. Don't ruin that. That's
Yeah. Okay.
my epitaph.
All right. Well, that's why you're an idiot.
There we go. I've proved my point.
Just say it again. What was it? The more you know.
You can't be said again.
It can't be said again.
Just let it resonate in your
Okay.
mind for a
Alright.
while.
So we've already done one episode with the three of us.
Yeah.
There was another episode where we didn't technically have a guest on, and it didn't go so well, did it? So, some of the things that were spoken about, we've decided to archive that one and delete it from.
Yeah,
from the
you're talking
ether.
about the controversial.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
So-
talking about it.
Well, just, let's put it in. Yeah.
That's making it real.
Yeah.
Okay.
It never
Yeah,
happened.
some hacker might try and find that and expose us.
All right, Ben. Just don't give people ideas.
Wow.
Sorry, it's going to happen.
But
Some
the outline of that is that we have to be very, very careful these days about what we say.
Mm.
So, which is something like I'm finding it hard to understand. That's why I ask myself, like, am I an idiot? Why am I the only? Why am I? I feel like I'm in the minority.
Yeah, but I think you still carry your life with not saying things. I think everyone. We grew up in a generation where we start to understand that you can't say everything and you have to think about it. But then it's gone the other way now, and nobody can say anything. I think that's
Well, it's gone quite far that way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
massively.
it's PC mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
much political correctness.
Yeah.
Like-
Freedom of speech is now stigmatized. So
Yeah.
it's a bad thing, isn't it?
See, we're all just going. Let's not say anything. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is something you can't
To
talk about?
offend someone in this day and age now is the worst crime
Yeah.
in the world. You're not allowed to offend anyone.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that came in, because that's got nothing to do with what's right and wrong, has it? If you offend somebody.
So the things that we are not allowed to say,
Mm.
that what would you say the most popular ones of those are?
I don't know.
Setting a trap. He's setting a trap.
Well, I've got a list here.
I couldn't carry it on. I thought, wow.
Yeah, you started off subtle.
I'll tell you
but
what,
then just became
right?
really obvious.
Yeah.
Shall we test ourselves tonight?
Yeah.
Let's watch some videos.
Yeah.
And let's then comment and be honest.
Okay.
And, when we do that, are we going to be worried about offending people or saying something like
Yeah.
that?
And if I offend
Let's see how we
anyone-
can describe these controversial videos.
If I offend anyone now, I'm apologising.
Getting it in there quick.
Okay. So I'm going to play a very controversial video now, all right?
Oh, okay.
And I want you to take it in and...
You have these saved on your
Yes.
laptop. Just ready at all times to offend people.
You got me, mate. You got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
Did wonder why he carried it around.
Would you be okay with this? Would you be okay with a man dressed as a woman masturbating in the mirror at in a bathroom, in a women's bathroom, and call that man a woman? Because this is where we are right now. We, as people, are starting to recognize you are falling for a ploy within political correctness, and we are urging you to stand for truth.
Wow.
So,
Wow, where do we start? I mean, that I'm gonna start. It looked like he had a massive dick.
Is that where you start?
Yeah, I think you've got
It was
to.
blurred. You couldn't see.
Yeah,
you
big
know.
blur.
A big blur.
Flopping around.
What's the world
right,
come
so
to?
we've got to react to that video without offending anyone.
Oh, okay. I liked her dress. Oh no, I offended someone now as well.
Yeah, you're right, Don.
You can't because but surely that's an extreme thing. If you, I've not seen that in Nuffield Gym.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's put it into perspective. If a bloke was in a man's toilet and there was men going in and he was stood having a wank, would that be okay? As a starting point.
It wasn't last time I did it.
Exactly. So not only is there an issue with the whole transgender and
I see what you're saying.
a biological man being in a female
There's a separate
toilet.
crime being committed.
Yes.
Yeah. On its own.
On its own.
Regardless of the gender
Yeah, but
issue.
maybe that-
There's
maybe
a
if
few
you-
things to tackle, is what I'm saying.
Maybe if there is
in that
a
video,
big
yeah.
bit to tackle.
So actually then, what you're saying is that if it's in the female bathroom, are we minimising the act? Are we minimising like the crime of doing that in public?
No, you don't wank in a toilet, do you? Like
No.
that is weird behaviour in
No.
itself. But then on top of that, you've got the question of this is a transgender woman who is a biological man. And I say that because he's got his penis in his hand. So that means he's a biological man. No offence intended.
to biological men.
Or to anyone. This is the problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, because that's an issue. I mean, he's a man with a penis and there's girls who use a public toilet. That's a problem in itself.
And also the fact that female children could use that toilet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's my point. Yeah.
But it's really hard to formulate a logical response without offending people.
Yeah.
'Cause even halfway through that, you're allowed to disagree with something,
Yeah.
but you couldn't actually get through that without having to apologise in case you offended somebody.
No, yeah.
Why did she video it? Why?
And put it on Twitter.
That's
Oh,
another thing
yeah.
to tackle.
Mm.
Yeah.
Videoing it in the mirror as
Yeah.
well. So filming.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, why other people are there?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's worrying that it's. I mean, do we know, is it allowed, or has someone caught that and the guy's been the transgender person's been reprimanded, or
No idea.
did it all just get like?
Was it in a gym? Did you say?
It was in, I don't know. It was in a bathroom. Listen, I just watched the video. This
I thought with you,
Joe,
with you having
were you
it,
the reporter on this story?
with you having it on your screensaver, I thought you'd watched it a few times, but obviously not.
Yeah, why is it in favourites?
Uh,
Sorry.
that's not a thing.
So I've got 8 more videos here that Luke sent me earlier that you've sent to the WhatsApp group. Look,
Yeah.
it's in the WhatsApp group. So, thanks for this, mate.
Oh wow, we're going there.
Just show me evidence.
I don't do those things. So
Yeah.
that's a lie.
What things? What things don't you do?
Well, I've heard WhatsApp videos. So, anyway, yeah. So we don't know where it was. It was just in the toilet. I mean, it doesn't matter.
It looks like-
I just,
it's
like
just
a
relevant.
public
well, I
toilet.
just thought if it was a gym, had she got changed? Had she done some weights?
No, she's just in the bathroom filming herself in the mirror in the public part. Did you watch the video?
No, I did. Yeah, but I wanted to know where I wanted to know
you
where
were
the
there.
bathroom was. That's all. It don't
I
bear
have
any
the same
relevance.
amount of information as you do.
It looks to me like a public toilet. I'll
Okay.
take a
Yeah.
guess at that.
I'll
Yeah.
take a guess. At
That could be. That could. No. Gym's not a public toilet, is it?
No, like in the centre of a shopping centre.
I'd say so. That'd be my guess.
So how are these issues? Listen, how are these issues supposed to be discussed then, and like properly and debated? If you want to challenge,
I don't think you should debate that. I think someone should have got her out. I don't think it should have been like, right, let's discuss this. I think it's just that's blatant, isn't it? But I think if people are getting offended by that, that's fine because you got to deal with that crime, haven't you?
Yeah,
So-
it's not just that in isolation. It's the concept of biological males using female bathrooms. Like, how is that supposed to be challenged without offending
yeah.
and like depriving them of their rights?
Hmm. I mean, can you imagine? I can't imagine having.
I mean, even
girls
right now, we
and
have to
boys
dance
shared.
around this conversation, aren't we?
Well,
It's
no,
just,
I was thinking
very-
about bit when I was a kid and thinking if there was a shared bathroom, it wouldn't be very well. But I think people may be different now. I don't know. obviously. You wouldn't have been allowed to share bathrooms, and if you're in a girls' toilets, ooh, smelt nice in there.
Yeah, but what? So what do you
Not
think
that
then?
brilliant.
Do you think they should be allowed to use bathrooms?
No,
No.
I'm
Well,
not sure.
What, bathrooms? In general?
Sorry,
Listen,
so
that's a bit
transgender-
harsh.
Who shouldn't use bathrooms? Who am I
Nobody. Nobody's allowed to use bathrooms. No, what I'm saying is transgender women shouldn't be allowed to use women's bathrooms.
I'm
Is
a
that-
great believer
is
in
that what
everyone.
you agree with?
No, I'm a great believer in everyone deserves to use a bathroom. Everyone. That's
Right.
my stand.
Great dodge. But what do you think about transgender women using women's bathrooms?
Like that on the video.
No,
in
just generally,
general, just out of interest in general.
the concept of it being allowed.
I think. Oh wow!
Did I put?
But
This is what I mean.
look,
You're having
now
to
you're
think
worried
about
about
No,
it.
no,
Yeah,
I
think
am
about it.
worried because if I'm completely honest, in my mind, it's wrong. It is. I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't think girls should see men's dangly bits if they've got dangly bits. You know what I mean? If they ain't got dangly bits,
What if they've had surgery then?
What you got to ask them this? They've
No,
got
no,
a
but I'm just
pass?
asking your personal opinion. If a transgender woman has
Thank you
had
for that, by the way.
has had the surgery, so she's had the penis removed,
Yeah.
she's
wants
had
to know, Luke.
implants, would she be okay to use a woman's toilet?
What do you think?
I want to know what you say first, and then I'm going to give my opinion. I'm not scared to give my opinion.
Okay.
You are.
Go on, then give it.
So what do you think
I
about
need
that?
to
I've just
educate
said?
on it. I'm not really sure. I think my apprehension is the fact that I'm not educated on it. So I think my opinion might be based on beliefs that I've not really been educated on.
I'm not educated on it. It's just,
Well, then maybe commenting on it is an issue if you're not educated on it.
maybe so.
That's it. Show over.
Done. Thanks for watching, guys.
There you go. That was a little bit of tennis there, wasn't it?
It was, yeah,
But I
back
do
and
think
forth.
I think you've got to be understanding that whether it's right or wrong, people do get are getting really hurt by it. So you've got to be at least understanding it. But I think going that way and then somebody knocking one out in a toilet, it's a bit extreme.
Yeah,
isn't
it is, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's two sides of a very big coin.
There is, yeah.
Yeah. So no to wanking in toilets. I think that's synopsis of that.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
Box ticked.
All right, I've got another one then. Let's test ourselves on this one. This is a very controversial one.
In my life experience, I've definitely seen men be more violent towards women, and I haven't ever seen a woman be violent towards her partner.
I've seen girls hit guys and nobody does anything.
I haven't seen that. And what kind of hit? Like a little knock on the shoulder, or like?
Any hit is unacceptable, and if you hit a man, you should expect to get hit back. Yeah. Why would you hit someone and not expect to get hit back? Men don't have that. Like, why are women special? Like, why do we get a special privilege that men don't get?
For it to know.
She's an idiot.
Remember,
She's an absolute idiot, that girl.
which one?
The one who said, I've never seen a woman hit a man, so it doesn't happen. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard.
I know, but it's a brilliant one, isn't it? I didn't see it. I actually thought fair play.
she
to you.
was so
But as well,
confident that it
she's
doesn't
hanging around with
happen.
people who beat women up.
Okay, but
She's
what?
seen a lot of that.
Who's hanging around with
But
people?
she said she's seen a lot of the other men hitting
Oh, I see
women.
what you're saying, right.
Yeah,
I
so
get
she's
ya.
around that too much.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Maybe she's
ridiculous.
inciting it.
Yeah, but what about what the host was saying? Do you agree with that? So she's saying if a woman hits you, you get expected to get hit back.
No.
And I don't either.
No. I think they're just trying to provoke to another thing there. Like, no, it should have been. It's, you know what I mean?
I tell you what I tell my girls, and I say to them, and I say this out of protection for them, I say, don't ever hit anybody unless you're expected to be hit back, because I don't want them thinking they can hit anyone for a start.
Yeah.
And if you're hitting someone, why can't they hit you back? That's retaliation. So I do the opposite. I tell the girls, I say, listen, just before you go and hit someone, just know you better expect one back if that's what you're giving out. And I think that's
Yeah,
a
but
good
what about
thing.
the proportion of power? So if you're,
A massive proportion of power.
but what about if you're, if you hit Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
right, and he hits you,
Yeah,
the damage you do to him is nothing, pretty much.
yeah,
The damage he could do, he could
kill you.
take you out, he could
Correct.
kill
Yeah,
you.
but that's like
So-
that's like
Yeah.
UFC women and a really small man. You can't base that on physicality.
No, but that's a different scenario.
All right.
I'm talking about
Let's have it.
I'm talking about proportion of power. So what I'm saying is, if you know you could seriously damage that person with a hit, should you be more reserved in doing that?
Yeah, but being reserved, someone coming up to you and punching you and not being able to retaliate is not being reserved.
Okay, if a kid hits you in the face, would you hit a kid back?
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
No, because
Why?
the kid's still learning and
Proportion of power. You know that. You know why? Because they're half your size. You would never do that to them.
So
yeah,
are
no,
you-
of course. No, I
so
agree with you.
So
yeah.
if there's a woman,
All right, what if a bodybuilder woman did it?
That's what my point is.
yeah,
You're
proportion
saying-
of power. So
Yeah.
actually,
So, no, what I'm saying is, what if a
asking you-
bodybuilder woman hit a
Yeah.
skinny guy?
what? Oh,
Proportion of power, it's okay for him to hit her.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
So
that's
I'm
ridiculous.
asking you, like, what
Oh, right.
about that? Like, what's your view on that?
View on what?
That, like, if can a man hit a woman back as freely as a woman could hit a man because of the proportion of power? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I disagree with that statement
I just think
because
it's a no.
Yeah, I disagree with that statement
Yeah.
because nobody should freely hit anybody. That's what
No,
I'm
100%,
saying. Yeah.
100%.
What did Bill Burr say? He says, "Oh, you should never hit a woman. There's plenty of reasons why, but you should never hit a woman." That was Bill Burr, by the way.
No, yeah.
Look it up.
Quote Bill Burr. Not me.
I'm challenging what the host was saying because I
Yeah,
disagree with her.
that
Yeah.
you should. If
I don't think you should.
you don't think you should get hit back.
No,
I think nobody,
unless you was going to cause some damage. Like, yeah, you've got to protect yourself.
I think nobody should hit anybody.
Yeah, that's where
Live
I'm
in a
at.
world like that.
Yeah.
But it does happen, and sometimes, you know what I mean. I've seen women.
I'm not saying
beat
I
men up.
agree with it, but you can't predict the future, and you can't. And like I say that to my girls because I might, of course, I believe you should never put your hands on a woman. But everybody hasn't got that mentality. It's a big old world out there. So if you go with the mentality of be prepared to get one back, it will make you think about doing it. That's the aim I'm coming from. Not that it's okay to
If
hit
a
them.
woman walked in right now, walked up to you, smacked you in the face, would you get back up and smack her back? That's the question.
I would love that.
I would. What I'm saying is, it's a
would
no.
love that.
Would you even
If
hesitate?
that was a service, I'd pay for that.
Fuck's sake.
What, for yourself?
No, for you.
Oh, okay.
For that to happen. Why do you think I'll just do it on my own? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I thought you did some dominatrix
Order
stuff.
someone to come
Yeah.
and smack your mate.
Yeah.
Smackyourmate.com.
I bet there's something
I
like
bet you
that.
that. Yeah, I bet
If
there's
there
something like
isn't, let's do that.
Yeah,
that.
let's
I
make
don't know if
it
it's.
up.
I don't know if it's legal.
Yeah, I just
What
think.
I'm saying is, I disagree with the host. I don't think it is necessarily. If a
I
girl
feel
went out,
I
wanna
feel
smack
that was
her.
one of those videos where it was just set up to
Provoke.
nobody be right, and that's a lot now. You know.
Well, no, because the woman was definitely not right saying that men don't get abused by women.
No, they were both wrong.
Yeah.
But arguing with each other about different points.
Mm. Yeah.
Solve.
There we go.
Solve.
Move on.
Move on.
Next.
Oh, okay. Let me look for a video then.
We're sorting some problems
Okay,
out, aren't we?
okay. What
We
about
are
this one?
Putting
This
out
is.
fires everywhere.
This is.
Placard saying refugees welcome here. I'm just wondering if you'd like to go down on a list saying you're willing to take the refugees into your home.
Of course not. Only problem is I rent.
Just because you've got that refugees welcome here, I'm just wondering if you'd like to go on a list of people that's willing to actually adopt a refugee and take them into your home.
Well, if I had any space, I
If
would.
you had
but
any
yeah,
space.
it wouldn't be.
Right,
Okay, cool.
rental.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Someone else's job.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. To adopt a refugee and take them into your home.
No, I'm sorry, I can't.
You can't take one?
I don't have a space.
You don't have the space.
I-
You have a refugee stay at your house.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You go on the list.
I don't mind, yeah, I'll take you in the thing. Oh, wait, I can't, because my house is only a little small. And
Amazing. That's what I was waiting for. Thank you, darling. Excuse me, my love. Will you go on my list of people that's willing to adopt a refugee?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Excuse me. Would you be willing to adopt a refugee into your home?
No.
No. Would you adopt a refugee into your home?
No, thank you.
No? So where should we put them then?
Sorry?
Where should we put them?
Sorry, I probably missed
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Excuse me, sir. Would you be willing to adopt a refugee?
Wow. Was
That
that
speak to that one then.
What can you say to that? They just got
Embarrassing. for all
nailed.
them
Those people got
protesters.
nailed.
Yeah.
The thing is, well, you can't even fake that. They was all just going, nah, actually, no, I don't want one. But I just
What do
think,
you mean fake it? Do you mean fake the video?
yeah.
Oh, big thing about fake videos, don't you?
Oh, everything's fake.
Everything.
If you follow that rule, you're never going to go far wrong. Everything is fake.
What? Just say that one more time.
I'll say it. Wait there. Everything's fake, and if you follow that rule, you won't go far.
I'll tell you what, I've got some pearlers tonight.
Oh
The
God,
wisdom's pouring out of me.
it is. So are you? Are you saying that was real?
What I mean by real or fake is you could
What
you
do
could
mean?
get thousands and thousands of people to march with refugee signs who are all actors and then make that.
Oh, you
video.
could fake it. Yeah, I
Wow,
agree with that. You could.
wow, what effort that would be.
Deep
That's like
fake.
proper conspiracy theorist stuff. Like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
all paid.
Yeah, but
It was
you could have done.
staged.
But what I'm saying is,
Come
you've always
on.
got to have that ability to understand.
There's hundreds
that
of people in
could've-
that video.
Yeah,
and they're all protesting to let refugees in the country.
yeah, but,
none of
in
them want to take
fairness,
them
to, yeah, but in
themselves.
fairness to him, they're not saying let refugees into my house. None
Yeah.
of them's got a poster of that. They
Well,
just come
yeah.
into the
Yeah,
country.
no,
and
we
then,
want them, but
and
we
then,
don't want them here. Like,
yeah,
that's what they're
yeah,
saying.
that's exactly the kind of people. Yeah, there was like, yeah.
I call that selective outrage,
Mm.
isn't it? Selective outrage.
They probably didn't have anything to do
I
on a
like
Sunday.
that term.
I love-
Selective
but listen,
outrage.
that's the way we live now. People are selective over their outrage.
When are you not selective over your outrage?
This is what I'm saying. But this is the problem, isn't it? If you are,
The Hulk. He's
What?
not. He's not selective over his
no,
outrage.
he starts. Definitely not
It's the
selective.
only one I can
Yeah,
think of.
he's not prejudiced at all.
No, he's
Yeah.
just angry.
Or he's just an
We
angry
don't want
guy.
him to get angry, but yeah.
But selective outrage is people who are people that are protesting for transgender people or low like people living in poverty, or it could be anything. But what I'm saying is like climate activists.
Yeah.
And then remember that video on the cobalt mine? We'll play it in a second.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say something.
Why
then.
aren't they outraged with their
At
iPhone?
that,
yeah.
They've still got a smartphone in their hand, and they're wearing Primark clothes that was sewed by slaves.
But don't you think that?
Protest on the street
Yeah.
about the climate.
But protesting's done amazing things throughout history, and then I was just about to start to say something about it, and I thought, do you know what? Like they're making it not a good form of getting anything done. They're kind of ridiculing it. When people used to protest, stuff used to happen. Now it feels like you know what I mean. They're ridiculing it a little bit and making it less powerful. And I think that's probably going to be a bad thing, because protesting, even if we was going to talk about it then in a negative light, the things that protesting have done has changed the world. So we can't really deny that, can we?
No, we can't.
No, I don't know where that's just gone. But great, that was great. That's good.
We was talking about the argument the protesters was talking about,
Ouch.
and you went on a
You
tangent
scoffed.
about protesters and the history of protest.
And they save the world.
They
the
get
end.
things done. And so, do you want us to feel sorry for the protesters? Or?
Yeah, so
I
you're backing the protesters.
I just felt it was relevant.
Yeah.
It was a good point, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that. So you're backing the protesters. Are you sure? Do you know where you go with this?
Do you not think they seem a
Come
bit
back to me on that.
hypocritical?
Come
Let's
back
give
to me
Luke
on
a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come back to you on that.
What are your thoughts, Ben?
Well, they're just walking hypocrites, aren't they? So they are. That video says it all. They're running around marching, saying, "Let the refugees come and stay with us." And then the minute somebody approaches them to actually volunteer because they did a scheme where they rented rooms out, I think, didn't they? And the minute they're asked to do that, oh no, I've not got enough space. Oh, I'm sorry, I rent. No. But they're there screaming, like you say, selective outrage, screaming to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to help us make it happen. If you want it to happen, you've got to participate in the happening. And that means volunteering for your house for people to stay at, surely.
Well,
Otherwise, what are you
don't know.
protesting for?
I'm gonna
Play devil's advocate?
I am, yeah,
Okay.
on the side of protest, because that video was made in a very comedy way. It was brilliant. It was like
Yeah.
deadpan. Do you know what I mean? The way he responded to them, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
But I do believe that if we're capable of taking people in who are fleeing war,
Yeah.
something that we don't even will ever understand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How horrific that is. If we can take some of those and keep them safe,
Yeah.
I think we have a responsibility as a country to do it.
I agree.
Now,
yeah.
that doesn't mean that I want to take them into my home,
Right.
because I'm not going to take a stranger in the home where my children are. No
so
offense,
how do you
because they
expect
could
them
be
to
a
do
lovely,
it then?
they could be a lovely person or not. But we pay into our economy. Yeah, we all pay for the country that we live in.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is, I would be happy for some of that money to go towards housing some of these people.
Yeah.
If that's not possible, then that's it. But I think I'm
What-
allowed.
yeah, so
I'm
what if
allowed
that-
to have that boundary.
All right. So what if that's not possible?
Then we can't take them.
Right. Okay.
We can't take them.
So then you'd change from protesting to let them in if we could, but then if we couldn't,
Yeah, I mean, listen, I won't be out there with the signs because
Yeah. But that's what makes them such idiots, because they are
Yeah.
out there screaming. I mean, don't get me
What
wrong.
they're screaming? What they're
Screaming from the
Refugees.
rooftops.
When do we want them?
Now.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Actually, not at all.
Can we let you know?
Yeah. Not in my conservatory.
It's just a massive
A
contradiction.
week Wednesday, because I'm having a barbecue.
That's how
I
they
get what
came
you're
across.
saying, though. You do make a great point.
I
Like,
think we have
I'm
a
not against it.
Yeah.
I think, if we can help people fleeing wars, why? And we could. Why wouldn't we? But at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm putting my home up for rent. But at the same time, I'm not out there protesting. So there's a difference of levels.
I mean,
in
these
there.
protests are out there because they feel that the government aren't doing enough to help these people.
Yeah.
And there could be. I don't really know much.
That's right.
I don't really know about what the
Protesting
government
is
are doing.
good. Keep protesting. Whatever it is, just keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah. We're rubbish at that, though.
Help the people.
The French, they're protesting all the time. They're causing riots and all sorts. They get
they're
laws
causing riots
changed
at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah, they're always at it. They're
Well,
always
they're
at it. It's part of their culture.
They're better than us at writing.
Yeah,
protesting.
writing. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, but they go mad with it. Yeah, they go mad with it. But they get changed on. We're rubbish.
They
at
seem
that.
to have more power. They
They
almost come together.
We're
a bit
too
more,
polite. We're too
don't we?
polite.
We don't like
queue.
queuing.
But also, we're not really taken seriously. I mean, 2 million people protest outside Parliament before the Iraq War, and they just ignored the 2 million people in London protesting.
Wow.
I mean,
I thought if you got to 1 million, they could
Stop
take-
a war.
Yeah.
we could what?
I thought you could bring it into the what's it called?
100,000 votes on a petition brings it into Parliament.
Right.
But there are 1 million people on the
2
streets
million?
with flipping, signs and all that. 2 million people protesting against the Iraq War, and Tony Blair
they
was just
just
like,
ignored it.
whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, lock the doors.
They needed the oil.
Yeah, you need. Well, I know. Yeah. Let's not go into that one.
Not going to that one.
Well, we can if we want to.
that's just
I'll
a
tell you what,
given.
right? Talking about crooks who
Yeah.
like to go and see it all out of countries.
What a segue.
What a segue. I will ask this question now. Am I an idiot? Because I can't understand why the President of America, Joe Biden, isn't getting any attention for his sickening, inappropriate behaviour.
I don't really know a lot about this, so I'm looking forward to it. 'Cause
Yeah. I mean, and the problem is if you criticise Joe Biden, you then get automatically associated that, you like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Let's leave Donald Trump out of this conversation. Forget about him. Some of the stuff that this guy, the way this guy behaves, is crazy. Do you want to watch this one?
Yeah.
But guess what? We got a lot to do. You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway, this woman helped me get an awful lot done.
What the hell are you talking about?
How can the crowd laugh at that?
They're laughing. So,
why was Jim Carrey there?
Well, I don't know what he was doing there, but he's also outraged by this.
Yeah.
But
No,
honestly,
that is-
am I an
That's
idiot?
a bit but
What's going on? Why is no one talking about this?
Is
Why does
that-
everyone want to talk about
That's shocking.
Andrew
Is that the
Tate?
full? Yeah, but is that?
But not. No, that's what he said.
Is
There's
that-
other videos.
is that not
of him
fake?
You've
always got to check. I told you.
Can't go wrong then, can you, mate?
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Everything.
Just
is fake.
ignore crimes
Yeah.
because they're all fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
But there are other videos of him being inappropriate towards women and even
minors.
But why are
minors,
they
yeah.
laughing? Is that like a psychological
rally-
thing
no, is
that
that a-
they go just laugh at anything?
laugh at anything.
Yeah,
Is it-
yeah.
you
They're not
know,
really
they
thought
love
about
him.
the
Yeah,
the
you know, we'll just,
context.
it's that. It's that kind of like
But what does that
tribe
mean?
mentality.
What does it mean?
Well, what does it mean? It means he's referring to a woman in the crowd, and then talking about courting her when she was 12 years old, and he was 30, and he's the president of America, and no one wants to talk about it. Nobody really cares. You don't really see it. on
So
the
we are.
news. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're going to be the first to discuss that.
Well, I don't know about the first, but yeah, I just want opinions on it. Because I can't believe it. I'm baffled that people go around talking about Donald Trump.
It's well weird. But he's the
Andrew-
president in America, and he can get people killed.
It's
so
protected,
it's one of
isn't it?
those
Yeah.
dodgy
It's
things. isn't
100% being protected, isn't it? By his political party, by whoever owns the media. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But why aren't people talking about it? Is it because the media aren't brainwashing us then? Is that, well, why aren't people just generally talking about this? People talk about Donald Trump all the time. People talk about Andrew Tate all the time. Why aren't anyone, why aren't talking about this guy? He's like an actual danger to society.
there's loads of videos of him forgetting his words and like
Forgetting his words.
forgetting his words. Like he's
How old is that 12-year-old now? She's got to be 103. Well, how old is he? He is well old.
Yeah, how old is
He's
he
like
actually?
he's
That's a
an
good
actual
point.
zombie.
76?
He is a zombie.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
76.
that's it.
So before we go tonight, Joe Biden saying happy birthday to Martin Luther King's daughter-in-law today, and of course forgot her name. Here it is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you.
That's right, and as you heard, her name is... That's her name. Singing at the National Action Network.
It has got a little bit
That mate,
beyond embarrassing, hasn't it?
it's a bit like a granddad at a party. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
pissed up granddad. Yeah.
Was that
He's the
did
president
anyone
of
check-
America.
Did anyone check that wasn't her name? Though?
Sorry?
Did anyone check that wasn't her name? You never know.
No, it won't. It won't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the old senile guy that's in charge of America and the big red button that sends everyone into World War III.
He's not in charge of that, though, is he? Let's be right. Can't get up the stairs. Well, nothing of that. If anything, it just makes you realise that he's not in charge. Do you know what I mean? The biggest, well, probably not now, but the superpower, and he's got Mr. Burns in charge. No.
Mr. Burns.
If anything,
I
they
think
just
Mr.
laugh
Burns
him.
would be better than Joe Biden, to be honest.
Trump's running again, isn't
I thought you weren't mentioning Trump.
he? I was just saying he's running again.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's not been on the news.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say it. Not going to shout about it, are they?
Wow.
So
Be interested to see if they still vote in an 80-year-old fucking... I'm not going to say it.
Well, no, go on. Go on. Oh, you pulled back.
Yeah,
You
I pulled
pulled back. Can we
Yeah.
guess what you was
Well, I
going to say?
remember what happened on the last one.
Oh,
you know,
right.
So...
Oh, I don't. I want you to say it.
Oh, no.
You don't like Biden, do you? But do you like Trump?
It's not about that. I don't like Biden. No, that's correct. I don't like Biden. I think Trump's an app as a person. He's a full-on knobhead. Like he's an absolute dick. No, he is. So isn't he? Some of the shit that he says.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you won't want to go for dinner with Donald Trump. Like he's just a
I would.
smarmy. No. Well,
That's out of
I
sheer
don't think,
fascination.
I
if he was
don't
paying.
think he's I don't think he's that much of a nice person. I think
No,
he would.
I
I
don't-
don't
I
think he
don't
would
think-
ever even look at people like us.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
no.
he would never even give you the time of day.
Mm.
But
I would hope he would.
but you know, in America, apparently they had the best economy they've ever had and more jobs than ever, and
Yeah, I don't-
never went to war. He never caused a
Yeah.
war. That's the main thing. He never caused a war. He tried to get peace with North Korea. He cut all the pharmaceutical costs for working class people. That all stuff wasn't really heavily reported.
No, yeah.
So I think he had some good policies, but you know, I'm not American, so really
didn't
not
have-
that bothered.
He didn't have very good hair, did he?
No, he didn't. No,
He's
no,
never
for a
had good hair.
billionaire.
No, for a billionaire, he didn't. I always
Yeah.
thought that.
He could get himself to Turkey, shouldn't he?
Anywhere.
Okay, so
He could buy someone's head and put it on top of him. He could do anything. Yeah, he has that.
Yeah,
Always intrigued me, that did. I thought you could
Yeah.
solve that problem, but yet
Yeah.
you're not.
you're not.
Mm.
Don't need to, does he?
Well,
Why does he need
then
to?
have no hair then.
Yeah.
Walk around and he's rich enough to just do what he wants.
Yeah.
So do that then. Don't wear a suit and then weird hair.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Move on.
There you go. Boom.
Tick.
Are you ready to get controversial?
There was no feminist on the Titanic. Then men can die. There's no feminists to this day in Ukraine. The Ukrainian women can leave. You'll see them partying in Warsaw and Prague. Ukrainian men can't leave the country. They're dying in a ditch. They have to stay and fight. Not a single feminist is demanding that the women stay and fight. Not a single one. They don't give a fuck when it turns real. The closer you are to the real world, the closer people instantly get into their gender roles. Traditionally, men are the leaders. And in ancient societies, men were in charge. That's because men are oppressive. You've oppressed us forever. That's their narrative. Their narrative is that we've oppressed women forever. I said, no, we've protected and provided for you forever. The reason we are leaders is because if we align with our gender roles, a man's more likely to lead, and that gives us a more competitive chance. If men were truly oppressive to women, why don't we send the women to war? Women on women, it's fair, right? We can send all the women to war in Ukraine, all the women to war in Russia. They can die. We don't do that.
You can't really argue with that, can you?
Well, you haven't. Straight in with your stance.
No, you can't. What?
Come
Can
on,
you?
3 men. Let's see what our 3 male views are.
Is that a good video for us to watch?
I think straight away you're like, through history we have looked after women, and that's the history that's taught to us.
Who?
But
Us three.
History
I love how you said we. You took responsibility for all men.
All of us have looked after women at some point in our lives. No, I think he's definitely got a point towards
feminism.
I don't even know about feminism. I forget about that. Just being a man, right? Being a man is not allowed to be said now, right? What I see a man is someone who's honest, who tries hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Works hard, loves the family, and makes mistakes and carries on. And do you know what I mean? But just tries his best. That's a man. And that's been taken off people now, I feel. You can't.
Do you believe in traditional gender roles?
I believe in whatever works, but I believe that the thing is with traditional roles is that not one fit would fit for everyone. But I do think the majority of people would benefit from one of them having the role. It doesn't matter whether the man or the woman has it. Just like if two people are driving a boat, no one's looking at the back of the boat. Do you know what I mean? You've got to at least work together. That's how I think the role should be. And I think in the past, they enjoyed being at home and the man went out and worked because it was in the coal mines and stuff like that. And they didn't want to do that shit. Do you know what I mean? They were like, listen, I'll iron your clothes. You go and work in the cold. If that's the other way now, the women like to go in the office and you like to stay at home, boom, do it. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Well done. That's good.
Very well put.
Yeah, I know. Ben?
I agree. Yeah.
What do you think to that? Gender roles?
Well, you heavily agreed earlier.
No, heavily agreed with what?
With Tate.
Yeah, I believe in Tate when he says when it comes to feminism, it only exists when they want it to. Like, for example, you can't argue with the point that when we go to war, there's no feminism there. There's no equal.
Women go to war now, no?
But with regards to Ukraine, when they got invaded, the men weren't allowed to leave. The women and children was.
Yeah, in their society, that's they still.
That's in everyone's society, isn't it?
No,
every country's got different laws, but
yeah.
I think
if we went to war here, then I don't know. Someone educate me. What would happen? Would the women go to war as well?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there's a set rule for that. I think the Ukrainian just follow. No, that's just a Ukrainian rule. But I think,
then it's relevant in Ukraine, then I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not
that point. Yeah.
And it has been relevant previously in our country.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is now. I think 99% of military casualties have been men, haven't they?
Yeah,
that's the risk of going to war.
Or women are just better at dodging bullets.
Yeah, maybe.
You got to check that out.
Yeah.
Always
check
do your
the
research.
Check the stats.
Yeah,
and they'll be fake.
Yes, and once you found them after a long search, you'll figure out they're fake.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Would you acknowledge that maybe not now? There's far more equality now, but up until the last few decades, there has been a male patriarchy, and men have been dominant over the past 1,000 years of human history. Men have dominated women in the sense of women couldn't vote until the 1950s or whatever, and women have had to protest, like what you said, save the world,
keep that going.
in order to get their rights, right? Yeah. And now I don't really fully understand the argument of inequality towards women now, and I think that we are going to get someone on to come and talk to us about this. I don't fully understand it because I don't think there are any laws now at all in this country in which just accommodate for men. I think all the laws and rights, like if I employ someone, I've got to pay the woman and the man the same rate. I can't pay in this country. So the law, they have all the rights. So I don't know where the kind of anger comes from with that sort of stuff. However, saying that, if we all started to resort to the mentality that Andrew Tate has, how long would it be before the men just, because of the way men are, become purely dominant again?
Yeah. And
because men by nature are more aggressive and more attempting more dominant and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I do acknowledge what you're saying. Like there is a lot of equality nowadays, but if women don't keep piping up and keep shouting and keep,
piping up.
Well, anyone can pipe up. You can pipe up.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You pipe up all the
Not
time,
sexist,
mate.
Yeah.
You took that somewhere sexist.
I did.
Not me.
Agreed.
Okay.
It was sort of like an 80s kind of thing. I thought, that's how worried I am. Don't say piped up.
This is how ridiculous it is, though.
Yeah. Because why we're trying to explain something about offending someone, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is the whole thing.
That's why I'm going around it.
So I do think that women probably have to keep raising their voices.
Yes, yeah,
Like,
Yeah, it
for
keeps
them.
everyone grounded, so
Keeps
we're all
everyone
at a level
grounded.
playing field.
Like, do
yeah,
men
just
need to be kept in
stops
check?
it from going out of proportion. Like, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense.
If men aren't kept in check, then
100% men need to be kept in check.
Yeah.
Listen,
in the house, a man needs to be kept in
I
check.
think this is where women get it wrong as well.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah.
Tell us some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Educate us.
Yeah.
Have a go at us.
I think
Clean
a lot
up
of the stuff
bit.
that Andrew Tate says,
Make something up.
he's got a lot of really good stuff and wisdom and good advice for young lads. But the stuff that people don't like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is not that I don't, it's all
Clickbait.
It's clickbait stuff.
Clickbait,
But
yeah.
I think the picture that he portrays, it really engages you to go, yeah.
100% does, yeah.
But it can also perverse you.
You forget the points because you're going, it can build you up
Yeah,
into a...
and young lads now are young lads becoming woman haters as a result of it. Because we talk, when there's feminists out there that these really angry ones that that you massively disagree with, we're like, why are you saying this sort of? We don't like to hear that, so women aren't going to like to hear what he says. Do you know what I mean? It works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I think
So,
it should be respect on both sides.
Yeah. I don't think this guy should be cancelled though, because we have to have controversial views in life in order to think and develop.
I think if a man, lady with a dick wanking in the toilet is allowed, I think he's okay.
Yeah. Joe Biden is allowed on the TV.
And him as well. We haven't got about
do you
him.
know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be fair. It's got to be a level playing field. Otherwise, it's censorship. And that's massively what's
it
going
does feel like that. That's at the minute though. Everyone's just gone, fuck it. You know what I mean? Just like everything.
Well, it's why, because Twitter went crazy, didn't they? Because the supreme leader of Iran, who is responsible for dire human rights laws in Iran and offence against women and the deprivation of women and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
he's got a Twitter account.
Oh, I thought he was going to say he's on Dancing
He's
on
got
Ice.
a Twitter.
That'd have been amazing. I really did.
What? He's on Dancing on Ice?
Yeah. I don't know why he'd be on
That's
that,
what I
but
thought
yeah.
you was teeing up.
Yeah, he's got a Twitter account, so he hasn't been cancelled.
Why do people getting cancelled?
No, but that's only
Andrew Tate got cancelled for being a misogynist.
Yeah, but in that, but
Joe
that was
Biden's.
that was
nonce,
pre
he's salon.
Musk, wasn't it? Since since Elon Musk took over Twitter, then he's the people who got censored. He's put them back on. So if it wasn't for, is Andrew Tate not back on now then, or is it a part of his?
He's back on Twitter only.
Oh, right, there you go then. Yeah. So,
and he's another one that's being discredited. I know Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what?
Well, despite the fact that he's trying to build a civilization on Mars for the human race, and he's developing battery cars to help the environment, and he's developing Neuralink to help disabilities and blindness, and he's also got Starlink that's providing internet all over the world. Despite all those things, everyone's dead angry at him because he bought Twitter and Andrew Tate back on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but is he taking over the world? That's like 5 of the things that you have to tick off if you're an evil.
Quite possibly,
Doctor Evil.
Doctor Evil. He might just be going, well, look at this, and then just like he'll just.
Because if you think about it, so Neuralink he can control your brain, and Starlink he could control all the internet. As I'm talking about this, it's so ridiculous, but I'm just playing this out. I think it's ridiculous.
Oh, Luke was in then.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
He's flying to Mars for the rich people.
To get away, so he can just control us all from there with little controllers.
Oh, that's like that film.
Do you think that could be a thing? That he could fly to Mars and where the elite go, and then they control Earth?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you know it would take about 500 years just to get Mars to the point where people can live up there and live well?
Well, they better hurry
like
up
if you went to Mars now, there's nothing there. Like they've got no resources.
If they had to take a load of workmen from here
got no
as well,
mattresses.
no, another 400 years, pal.
There's no Egyptian cotton up there for them. Do you know what I mean? Like a Lamborghini. It's like they haven't got them up there yet.
How do you know that?
Would they?
How do you know that?
Oh no,
that's what I mean.
Go.
That's what I was going to ask. 500 years, is that like?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to fact.
That sounded like it was a fact.
No, that was just a speculation.
Yeah, because if that is the case,
I think it's 8 years anyway.
What, 8 years to do what?
To get to Mars.
No, to build a society on there where elites can live a good life.
Oh yeah, 8 years there.
Think how many trips you got to do.
2 years there, then back to B&Q. Another 8 years. Yeah, it would take a while.
IKEA.
It would take a while.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? When you would have Sammy Gordon.
I know, yeah.
You got to.
It would be a nightmare to get anything out there.
How long would it take? how long it would take to reach that million-person threshold from the point in which the first ship goes to Mars would probably somewhere between 20 and 50 total Mars rendezvous. So it would take 40 to 100 years to achieve a fully self-sustaining civilization on Mars.
Not that long.
That's not that long. 40 to 100.
So they wouldn't be planning it now.
Well, Musk will be dead, won't he? So,
or
so
his
he's not.
family.
What
about his the other kings below him that will rule the earth?
So he's doing all this for the kings below him. What
his
kings
kids?
below him?
His kids. A king, yeah, of course. An overlord don't go, just it's too far ahead.
Overlord.
It's too far ahead. 40 years, no, I'll give up now. No, he plans and he makes Mars his home.
So he's building Mars for his kids who are going to be overlords.
That's how it seems.
Right, okay. And they're gonna have a B&Q up there, are they?
Oh well,
the only B&Q up there.
I'm
going
to
to
monopolise.
monopolise.
I didn't think of that, but you've just knocked 30 years off.
Yeah.
So maybe you should go with them. Because that was genius, mate. Build a B&Q up there.
Yeah, build a B. Yeah.
There you go.
But
Job
also, what about instead of him being an overlord, what if he's like God and he's actually doing it for the better?
What if he's like God?
Well, what I'm saying is, think of it as a good thing and not a bad thing.
God owns Twitter.
No, as in, what if he's building life on Mars because he knows that we can't stay on there forever and he's going to save the world?
Yeah, because that's what people do. All that. Yeah, they do all of that work. Get
Visionaries,
onto Mars
visionaries.
and then go. Guess what? I'm going to help you all. No,
there's good people about.
No, it's not. It's just like listen. He's just contributing to society. He's trying to do something. Humanity. He's trying to. One day the planet's going to die, so we've got another planet.
He's not as selfish as you, basically,
right.
is it? He's not just thinking. I'm
You're
all right,
talking
Jack.
about what you would do if you was
That's
Elon
right,
Musk.
yeah.
Right. Would all be your slaves.
Overlord.
Why
His
is
kids
he
will
doing
rule. Yeah, I can see it now, Luke. Yeah. Perfect.
That's why I appreciate the B&Q on Mars. It's got me closer to my dream.
Did you see the interview that Musk did with the BBC reporter? The BBC reporter turned up out of the blue and Musk said, "Come on, give me."
When he asked about what offended you, what is it?
Musk just destroys him.
Oh, it's
It's
embarrassing.
about hate speech, isn't he? And he went, "Give me one example." And
One
the guy
example,
couldn't give
yeah.
one example. That's a career ender, isn't it, for a journalist?
It is, yeah.
You won't get another job for a while.
That's being unprepared, especially when you meet. But could that be fake?
Elon Musk might be fake.
Yeah.
Do you think it's all a facade?
Listen, you know the Yellow Brick Road. You know the Wizard, and then
Of Oz.
Yeah. That the moment I watched that film, I was like, everything's fake. Everything's fake.
I'm really wondering where this is going.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Right, no,
Why?
So the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The CGI was crap. Why would
No. He hid behind all the things.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz. He gave a persona, didn't he?
He
was
gave
just
a persona.
man
It's just
that
a
pretended
man.
to be a wizard.
And
it was a myth.
And everything's from that moment. Was fake
Oh, I
for
thought you
me.
meant the actual film.
So do you think Elon Musk is like the Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Right. Okay. We're getting somewhere.
Correct.
That question, are we idiots? I think that we've already answered that question.
I had to do it at the start, and I'm still carrying on through answering it. Yeah. So
Right. So Elon Musk is the Wizard of Oz.
Correct.
And if you was Elon Musk, you'd be an overlord and everyone would be your slaves.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let on to the Tin Man that I was. I just carried on.
You'd have kept it to yourself.
Kept it to myself. Yeah. And
Good thinking.
Okay, so I think Elon Musk is like a good guy. I think
That's my
he's
that's
great
my
for
point. I was
society.
trying to
I think he's going to be remembered forever.
Yeah.
You know,
a visionary.
And maybe he'll still be alive in 100 years actually because of the whole AI thing.
Yeah, he's going to get himself sorted first, and then nail everyone. He's going to make everyone into his robots.
Why?
You've heard it here first.
Why would he do that though? What could he gain from that? Because he's already
having
got
millions of robots.
But he's already got everything. He's the richest man in the world.
Not on Mars, he hasn't. He's got to build
So he just
stuff
wants
there.
it on Mars.
Yeah, he's got to get it up over to there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We're not going to do that voluntarily, are we? Oh, this planet's ending. He's up Mars. Okay, we'll pass you up these bits of wood.
They got to be a big piece of wood.
We're going to have to be robots to do that.
Right,
telling you.
We'll have more of them.
No point bringing the shit back, mate. We'll just you got it. He's like that. Oh, he's shot the spanner.
You should make a film. I'd watch that. Turn that into a film. That'd be great, wouldn't it? You got a good imagination. Luke.
Thank you. I was there then.
I was with you.
Yeah, so hopefully we've got another 10, 20 years until that happens.
Yeah, but so do you see on all seriousness now, how do you see Elon Musk? What's your opinion of Elon Musk?
Listen, he does.
I'm listening.
Yeah. I've no idea.
That was gold. Listen. You made sure he told me.
Yeah.
You made sure to say, listen.
Oh,
I've got nothing.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Tick.
I think he's a very clever guy.
Oh.
There's my input.
Yeah. How
Not much
observant,
better.
how observant of you.
Oh,
That's where I stand.
Yeah. Wonder if we get him to educate us.
Get him on the show.
On
yeah.
Mars.
I'll send him an email.
Oh, yeah, he reads them. He's got that much time. He's like, oh, just check this email. Oh, Ben. Hello. Educating idiots.
And yeah, first name terms.
yeah.
So
So,
you two need
just
it.
because,
remember-
it clears up though, doesn't it? Because you said that. Some people have said, "Oh, Educating Idiots podcast. Who's idiots?"
Yes,
is it
now
you
they
or
know.
us?
It's definitely us.
Now they
Yes.
know.
Yes.
This is the second one we've done with the three of us.
It's not us lot. It's you two. Idiots.
Just remember, the more you know.
The less you'll understand.
And if you go by the rule of thinking everything's fake, you'd never go wrong.
Yeah,
So
that's-
we can stick to them rules. I think
And
we've
those
made it.
t-shirts will be on sale. If you look under here, on the merch, Educated Idiots.
Hashtag
those
Luke's
two.
wisdom. Hashtag Luke's wisdom. And we've
underneath.
got to make this trend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underneath
I would
is my
buy them
name.
t-shirts.
Thank you. I'm selling
We
them.
need to
So
get
I hope you
them.
will.
Just there, yeah.
Just there.
Yeah, just with a little quote. Luke
Yeah.
Morton.
Yeah. What was those two quotes again?
The stoic quotes. The more you know, the less you'll understand. And
I am getting that done for the next podcast.
that's a great little saying.
Thank you.
And just remember, everything's fake. As long as you remember that, everything will be great.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, if anyone managed to painfully get through that whole podcast, thanks for listening.
thank you.
And we've got some new great guests coming up.
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
got some
excited
interesting
about the
ones.
next ones.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, on to the next phase.
Yeah.
Cheers, fellas.
Yeah,
What?
sorry. I
Sorry?
was about to say, I don't think we should even drop hints of who or where or why.
No, let's keep the
leave it hang-
suspense
yeah.
going. Let's keep the
I agree.
suspense going.
Mm.
Yeah, and then we'll check back in again
Yeah.
after 5 more,
Yeah.
and we'll see if we're still idiots.
Next time when Elon Musk is on. Oh, I wasn't going to say. Was I?
Luke.
Sorted.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elon, you can't come on now. Give you extra time to work on Mars.
Oh, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Good night.